both candidates are trash. So because I'm, but I am going to vote in November, and I'm going to vote my best interest, and I'm going to vote who I think, can preserve democracy. So if I think both candidates are trash, and I don't feel like, endorsing one, would you rather me endorse an individual or endorse the fact that, hey, we need to go out here and protect democracy?
The pressure campaign to get Charlamagne the God to endorse Biden continues. With the ladies of The View this time.
So I know, let me just get to y'all immediately with this, because y'all, somebody's gonna be like, this is from before. And, I get it. Like, that's fine. But there's a reason to. Sometimes we have to go back down memory lane, because I'm seeing this happening on the right, and I want to talk about that. But before I get there, let's kind of cover a little bit of this clip. We're going to see what the hens are talking about today. And then I'm going to explain to you why this phenomenon is starting to happen on the right, and why we must be careful, guys, because at the end of the day, we love our country, right? Because we live here. Okay, this is home, right? So we love our country. So we have to be unapologetically real about everything that's going on in our country. We do have some W's happening right now, and that's what's up. But we cannot start pouncing on each other the way the left started to towards the last few months of the Biden administration, when they realized that they had no breath and left anymore, that this was dead, this was done, and it was dead, it was over. So we'll look at a little bit more of this clip, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay, so thank you guys too for watching.
Around pushing him to support who he feels is, as you just heard, a trash candidate. Now, when asked if he thinks Biden will eke out a win anyway, here's how he responded.
Well, and I'm curious, at this juncture, 6 months out, who do you think wins?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, it's a toss-up at this point. I really don't know. I think the person who goes out there and probably energizes their base the best at this point. And, when you look at somebody like President Biden, it feels like his base is pretty pissed off at him for a number of reasons.
Help him out. Well, no, look, I actually...
Help him out by doing what?
Help him out by doing what? That's what Charlamagne said in response to Sunny Hostin, who was like, help him out, go out there, campaign for him, get people, enthusiastic about voting for Biden. I feel like that might be Biden's job, no? I mean, maybe I'm being unfair to Biden.
Right.
What do you
And so, we would know that, look, I always catch them when they close their eyes. I really do. Hold on.
think, Sean?
So,
pausing here to deliver.
No, you know what? It is frustrating. Okay, there we go. Because then you end up having to edit this stuff out. It's just like, I don't feel like. So anyway, so coming back to it. So what we have here is, this is a foreshadowing. Look, this is me issuing my warning to the right to stop it now, okay? Because we're going to end up sounding like this in 2027 for J.D. Vance or whoever else. Don't get caught up or don't sleep, because the left, they actually do have a power machine that I think that they're not talking about just yet, and they shouldn't talk about it yet, because that's how politics roll, right? Now, we know that Biden will go on to lose. These people, I don't know what they were thinking, waiting last minute, and then they placed a Kamala Harris who didn't know anything that was going on. Come on, it's a shame. They're saying that they're scrambling basically to find a party leader.
Options.
No. I mean, we have an outsider in the White House right now, and look how well it's going. It's just, Stephen A. Smith at least admitted here.
He talks too fast. I can't follow him.
Well, he admitted, although the bar is pretty low in terms of who would be qualified to be the president of the United States, he admitted that he is unqualified. So I think we can take that name out of it. And Mark Cuban has also said he's not interested in running for the president of the United States.
So who do you think? You got an idea?
Well, I think that someone that has experience, if we want to talk about meritocracy, let's have maybe a governor who's used to
Pritzker. Governor Pritzker
who's
from
absolutely
Illinois.
fantastic.
I like him.
I happen to like Gavin Newsom. I do think I like Fetterman. I do think that Bashir is great. I think if you look at Hakeem Jeffries, I like Hakeem. I think there is a field. There are a huge field of people with experience.
So these hens are trying to figure out who's going to be the leader for the Democrat Party and all of this. And right now we can laugh at this. Like, this is funny. It is You know, I mean, look, she's so like out of it where she's like, you know, oh, I don't, Stephen A. Smith talks too fast for me. This is a political discussion, but he talks too fast for you. Right, this is what you're presenting to the people out here. You guys are throwing out Buttigieg, Hakeem Jeffries, the guy who just said, you know, the guy who just said, well, listen, the Republicans, they have a mandate, and it is what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, like that kind of thing, right? But don't sleep, because there is an option.
Slice and dice the electorate. I'll tell you the first thing I did, Bill, when
and that goes racially too?
I think it's for everybody. Absolutely. First thing I did when I was governor, literally after taking the oath of office, I signed my first executive order doing away with the college degree requirement for 92%
I love that.
So I'm not going to let this play any more than I just did, because I'm sorry, I'm not taking this out. Bill Maher's not going to copyright me either. I can always like go back and talk about this. This is Josh Shapiro. And I watched this clip on YouTube because you guys know I do produce for other channels. By the way, if you guys like the content that I'm creating, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button and the notification bell. And pretty soon I am going to start extending my services to other people. I kind of alluded to it in another channel or episode. Not quite done with the framework yet, but anyway, I am a producer as well, and it's time for me to start branching out, and I praise God for the talent that he has given me. Now, coming back to it, when I watched this, I said, I was like, look, let me tell you, y'all know me. I'm never voting Democrat, but I'm not a label person, and I'll say this for those of you, though, because I understand that my audience is, my audience is mostly Republican, and shout out to y'all for that, right? Like I'm not a hater of that at all. You know, I lean Republican. It's just that the Republican Party has, anywho, that's a different, it's a different video. But I want to tell you guys, pay attention and stay focused because, and look, I'm always gonna bring the reality is the fact that a Josh Shapiro and John Fetterman ticket could win in 2028. And I'm watching Josh Shapiro, and I live in Pennsylvania, and there are things about Josh Shapiro that people know, okay? This guy, he looks good. He sounds amazing. He's impeccable at what he does, but he is very slimy. He is a shyster. He is a Democrat at the end of the day, and he can go as radical as he wants to, so stay focused on this. But like I was saying with the Republican Party, you know, shout out to my boy Henry, because at the end of the day, he does show up on my posts or whatever, and he's not even going to believe that that I shouted him out. This man, me and him, we vehemently disagree on a lot of things. Right now, we have targets happening in Yemen. There's military strike going on in Yemen, and they are bombing what looks to be civilians. We have to understand this is not new. This is what the government does. I don't trust the government. Henry tells me I'm telling lies. I said, this is all you ever say. You know, I say plenty, but yes, you should stop lying. Henry, you can't say everything is a lie. This is a reflexive response. We've been killing civilians in the Middle East before Trump. Everyone knows this. Stop with the self-preserving responses. I'm saying that most everything you tweet about is a lie because it is. Why? Because you bought into some of the worst ideas that are permeating the American conservative movement. It's because I say like stuff like Christ is king, or I say that Israel is not our ally, things like that. So I said, no, Henry, I tweet the inconvenient truth. I come from a stock of people who don't pat themselves on the back for fake wins. We must always be aware of decisions that are not best for America. I love my country so much that I'm airing out dirty laundry for us to clean up. And he says, okay, you have nothing to say back. You know, we say stuff like turn them terrorists into pink mist. We're going to get back into war for Israel. You know, these people, we're going to go right back into war for Israel, and nobody's going to say anything about it. You know, I mean, like, that's me. Like, I'm the loudest person there. That is me. Like, I'm like screaming, like, and then afterwards I'm like, oh, I honestly was having a moment, like, honestly was like on my Dean for Trump, like, where I was like, oh, like, I'm about to fall out, honey, catch me. No, but I'm serious. This is aura, right? Like the young kids say, like the grapers say, this is aura, for sure. I know this feeling. I do. And I understand that people love Trump. I do. But if you love somebody, fine. You want to love Trump, love him, right? There's still a part of me, I have a lot of love for Trump because there's a shackle he helped me get out of. I'll never forget that. But if you love Trump, you must be serious about and honest about a lot of what's surrounding Trump today. And the more you do that, the more you can release him from this beast system, this deep state. That's what y'all want to call it. I call it the Zionist lobby, Christian Zionists included. You will be able to liberate him from it, okay? Since people want to go there and make it seem like he's some savior, why don't you save your country by being real about the machine that has taken over our government? I see you guys at the next one. Bye.